hired my first art assistant, I was so stressed out. I had no idea about payroll taxes or how to find the right person to do the things that I needed them to do. I didn't know if I could afford to pay for an art assistant because I didn't know how expensive it would be to keep somebody on a payroll and working for me, even if it's only for like 5 or 10 hours a week. I didn't know if long term my business could handle that, could support it, but I did know that I was so busy with work. I needed help. I needed an extra set of hands, especially to do repetitive tasks and lifting and things like that, because I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's a connective tissue disorder, and I can't lift over 5 pounds. I can't do repetitive things because it gives me tendonitis, or it aggravates the tendonitis that I already have in pretty much all of my joints. So for me, it was really important to hire somebody, but for years I resisted it because I also have to have the person be able to come to my home because I work from my home. And so it added another layer of trust factor there on the person who I would hire, because not only would they have to be able to do the job, but they had to be trustworthy enough to come to my home. And so it was really hard for me to figure all of this stuff out and to be brave enough to hire someone. So if you're watching this video, you may be encountering some of this inner turmoil that I was when it comes to hiring somebody, because it's kind of scary, especially if you work from home. Bringing somebody that you don't know into your home, it can be a lot. And one of the things that was the most difficult for me to understand was all the payroll taxes, because if you hire somebody, you have to have like all of this stuff in place when it comes to your state and federal taxes and all of this, and it's really complicated. I file all of my own taxes myself, so I don't have an accountant. I do that to save money, honestly, and I've been able to do it myself over the years, so it's fine. But when it came to payroll taxes, it was so complicated that I didn't have any way to understand all of this. But what I found is that you can use Square, the same company that processes most of our credit cards for us if you do like art fairs and things like that. So Square has a payroll service. It's very affordable. I was paying around $30 a month, I think, for it, but they file all the taxes for you. And the great thing is that paying your employees is really simple because they can sign up through Square and then get their paychecks direct deposited to them. And you can even use your funds that you make from Square to be able to pay them. And so it kind of makes everything streamlined and simple. And then when it comes to filing taxes, you don't have to do anything. Square does all of it for you. When it comes to figuring out how to hire, like how to post ads, the best thing that I found is using Facebook groups. I find local Facebook groups for artists in my area because I'm hiring an art assistant, so it's perfect to hire another artist. They already might have some knowledge of the things that I am wanting them to do for me, and so it's a good fit. And a lot of times there will be local artists who are on the up and coming, but not really as well established as I am, who would love to also learn from me as a mentor in that capacity. And so not only are they getting to earn a little bit of money, because I don't pay a lot. I mean, I pay a little bit above minimum wage. My current art assistant works for $12 an hour, so I'm not paying like huge dollars or anything. I like to pay a fair wage though, and $12 an hour in Kansas is a fair wage. I know in some cities it might not be. And so I think that when it comes to paying your art assistant, you should just try to be fair. And it's important to note that sometimes other artists are willing to do trades. I had one art assistant that said that he preferred, instead of getting the hourly wage, he wanted me to make art prints for him of his work. And that way we both came out better on it, because then when he sold the art prints, he would make a lot more money than what his wage would have been. One other way that I got a great art assistant was putting a note on a bulletin board at the college in the art department. And then I found an art student to work for me. Either way, those are free and very easy to find people. I've always found people within 24 to 48 hours to work for me using those methods. So if you need somebody in a hurry, just post some messages on Facebook or put that bulletin board notice out at the college and you'll get somebody pretty quick. Next, if you want to save time and increase your sales, which I'm sure you would like to do, I mean, we all want to do that, right? Especially if you're thinking about hiring an employee. Well, the thing is that I've made a video, you can watch it here, about how you can set your social media on autopilot. This saved me so much time. So definitely watch it. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.